Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors, America's only daily outdoor TV show. Your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors. I'm Winston Chester. Glad you're here on this Friday morning. Got a big show lined up, but first, let's take a look at our weather. Brought to us by Gulf Coast Air Conditioning, Drew Pollard, and hard-working crew taking care of our everyday comfort needs. And he's out there at that Bay Point Invitational. They got a big old tent and got all kind of air conditioning in it. So if you're out that way, run by and see Gulf Coast Air Conditioning. I don't think I'm gonna make it this year. Our high today looks like around 86 and low right around 80. And water temperature in it appears 85. So we're in good shape there. Our river readings brought to us by Panama City Coca-Cola, the Apalachicola at Bluntstown 2.9, and the Choctawhatchee at Caryville is at 2.3. Folks, they're in good shape. The Choctawhatchee going up some, a little bit of rain that we've had some heavy rain yesterday, so it's going up a little bit. So if you notice, let's take a look at our tide chart brought to us by Kent Forest Lawn. And notice we're back to our regular, thanks to George Howell from Boniface for showing us how to do this. We're back to our regular chart. Highs at 206 after lunch and low 1018. We're really sort of in neap tides, but the river readings is in the chart that we had. I'm going to tell you later on how George Howell sent me the messages on how to do things. Let's go into our fishing game times today, brought to us by Blue Water Outriggers, 5:15 to 7:15 this morning, and 5:45 to 7:45 tonight. And the wind be coming about a south-southwest at 13, still in those double figures. All right, take a break. We'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. And on the phone, we have Seaquarter Marina. Captain Kim is always so good about giving us a report on what's going on down there. Got to see her a couple of weeks ago at a tournament. Good morning, Captain Kim.
Good morning, Mr. Chester.
Well, listen, how's everything going this morning?
Well, pretty good. It's a little bit damp, but we've had some good charter captains going out this last couple days, and they've been doing real good with red grouper, snapper. It's been a pretty hot bite. It's starting to slow down a little bit with this wind, but hopefully Monday, Tuesday it'll pick back up again and be good weather to go out again. Yeah,
listen, I saw some great catches of red snapper during the tournament, and then even after the tournament, you sent some pictures of some really big red snapper.
Yeah, real good size. Also with the red grouper, I mean, everything's been really nice size. Biggest I've seen in a couple of years, really.
I'm glad you said that because I thought the same thing to myself. That's the biggest red grouper I've seen in a while, over and over again. It's great.
Yeah. Yep. And they're going, it's 80 foot, 90 foot for those, along the ledges and whatnot. But like I said, they've been doing real good for
cool.
The last couple of days.
Okay, what about?
They've been doing a lot of brim fishing up the river too, so those have been pretty good size. I've been kind of surprised at that.
The river's in pretty good shape, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, we're going to get this little bit of rain now, so that might change, but
yeah,
you never know.
What about the inshore and the trout, the redfish, or?
Yeah, the trout bite's always good. I think with this little bit of weather, it may slow down till maybe Monday, Tuesday, but the redfish, I think I sent you a picture last week of that 29, 27, 29, something like that. It was huge. So, I mean, they've been doing pretty good.
That was a big one. And I know, is anybody doing any flounder gigging or flounder fishing down there yet?
Yeah, a little pompano, a little flounder. The gigging guys have been doing, 2 or 3 a night kind of thing. I haven't heard too much about the catching part yet. But, they're buying the little flounder gigs and jigs, rather.
Yeah.
Bucktails and the little ear plug things, so they've been at it. I just haven't heard too much about the catching part.
Okay. Well, that's a great report. We appreciate you spending time. I know you got to get back to work, but we appreciate it very much. It's so good to hear from you.
Sounds good. You have a great weekend. Don't forget about the kids tournament coming up next month. That's always a hoop.
I'm going to talk about that. I'm glad you mentioned it. Thank you.
Okay, you bet. Y'all have a great weekend.
Okay, Captain Kim. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
And we were talking about that kids tournament. I saw the poster. They just sent it, and we'll get to that. They were some original ones in doing a kids tournament. wanted to, while we get set up, it's just those red grouper. I'm glad she said that. The red grouper, the pictures I've seen from all the red grouper, it was fascinating seeing all of that. So let's get into our pictures. But okay, look, we got back to our river readings. I want to give George Howell up there in Bonifay credit. He sent me this message. Winston, and this is for all of you. Go to river readings chart. When you go to new view, that we don't like, click on the 3 lines on the right upper area. Then click on view static hydrograph, which is the old view that we liked. George Howell. Thank you so much, George. And Gail did that, and Jeff did it. So we're back in the old readings. So thank you, George. Appreciate the feedback up there. Okay, I tell you what's been biting good. These mangroves. This is right. Fished at Bailey Bridge today. The mangroves were chewing. Got a limit of keepers, but there were no monsters. This is excellent eating. These are mangrove snapper. Okay, this is a throwback. Rusty Roon, the best penny. The old penny seafood for you folks up in Southport and all over Bay County. People started coming to it. It was the original up in that area. Right there in the corner, the big old gas station there now. So many of us wish they would have kept the restaurant, but it was just a huge amount of work. And Donald Penny, they ended up naming a boat ramp after him. He was so popular, and everybody loved Donald. And he worked it hard, but what a legendary place. Penny's Restaurant and Seafood Market. We'll go there, we'll get oysters for $3 a dozen. Here they are again. LaVon and Tammy, this is a couple days ago. Their husbands, I think all they do is just clean the fish. I think LaVon and Tammy catch all the fish. Writing by LaVon. When y'all go buy some light fixtures from her, tell her what a good fisher later she is. It's fish o'clock somewhere. I like that. Fish o'clock somewhere. Okay. I hope y'all appreciate my sense of humor early in the morning. I'm on a diet. I used to eat 6 slices of pizza. Now I eat 3. Okay, let's take a break after that one. Let's go and take a break. Think about that one. Some of y'all may not figure it out yet. So we'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. I was over at BJ Marine the other day. I like to check with them on a regular basis. They've been such good, loyal advertisers with Panhandle Outdoors. And BJ was talking to me, and BJ, folks, their business is still booming. It's because of their reputation and kind of work they do. He and his dad, Roger, they're working hard and work hard all the time. But we're a lot of times just talk about stuff in general. And he said, Coach, I've got to where I use this Stay-Bil. This is fuel additive. He uses it in a lot of stuff he's working on. He's a firm believer, and what he do is that much right there. You sort of hold it like that, and then it fills this up, and that's how much you put into a tank of gas. So that I just wanted to bring this to you and let you know that I've used it. And of course, that's coming from a lifelong, lifelong boat mechanic. So that's some good stuff. BJ Marine, they said that they'll get a lot of their customers watch our show, and they can see the advertising and come and see them and all, even the new customers. So I appreciate that. And also, we have room for a couple of other advertisers. If you know of any businesses that want to get on, I'd be glad to go out and talk to them, show them what we do. And I know we reach a lot of folks, and we're thankful for that. So if anybody wants to advertise with us, let me know, please. Now, us, when I say us, I'm talking about us right here. A big part of us is Jeff Peck on the backside of the camera. Jeff is an excellent photographer. He loves to get out and just take pictures in outdoors when he gets a chance, like all of us when we get a chance. He's got a series. He was at a state park about 2 weeks ago and spent some quality time doing some quality pictures. I'm gonna scroll, there's a lot of pictures. I'm gonna scroll through them, but we're talking about wildlife photography. I love it. I'm not good at it, but I love looking at it because these photographers like Jeff know what they're doing. So here we go. This is on Jeff's Facebook page, and San Andrews State Park. It's just natural. That's the beauty of it right there. So, and I'm going to just scroll through them. The bird life out there, the nature life. Uh-oh, here comes the gator. Look at this next picture. Let me blow this up. Welcome to Florida. Isn't that a great picture? And but look at the color. All the color behind them. I just love these. And of course, there's some beautiful deer out there. Look at those. Isn't that great? Look at the color. In the summertime color of the deer, then you got the white sand behind them and the grass, all the little things. I just have a deep appreciation of this. Are we thankful for having San Andrew State Park? I'm going to scroll on, let me get on through. I got a bunch of them here. Look at this. That's cool. And here he is taking off. I mean, look at see how the clarity of the bird itself and the background. That takes a lot of patience. I don't have the patience. Oh, man, look at these. Look at that. This is another one taking off. Look at that in flight. Aren't they graceful? I watch these at the house sometimes. Look at that. I would urge you now. I love this one. Look at the sunset. Your phone's not going to do this. You're going to have a good camera. But you can take pictures with your phone. Beautiful sunset. There's just something special about the sunset over the Gulf of Mexico. Sand dunes. Look at the contrast right there. See, I love the palm trees. It's just natural. It's a natural Florida. There are folks out there in a boat spending the night. I wonder if you have to have a permit to do that or not. I think you do, if you're close to it. That's beautiful. Okay, is that it, Jeff? Is that the last one? Okay. So you see wildlife and outdoor photography by our own Jeff Peck right there. He's very good at it, and I appreciate him doing and sharing it with us. So if you get a chance to do it yourself and send it to us, you know we show a lot of pictures and all. Okay, I want to talk about, well, let me show you some more pictures. This is interesting. I'm talking about this during the report. One of the kayakers over there in Choctawhatchee Bay, they got on Spanish Blitz, Jeremy Gator, and folks, he caught some Spanish in Choctawhatchee Bay this past week. Look at that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Spanish mackerel. And they come in, they come in bunches. And then don't come to me for advice, we'll end up fishing. Billy Archer, Billy goes every day he can, but I want to show this. This is Donald Adams, a Chick-fil-A. Donald owns the Chick-fil-A's here. There's Donald. Donald, right there. He's done a lot of, and this is his cruise. And some of those guys come down from Atlanta Chick-fil-A, I think, or the main office. But look at those red snapper, and they went with Billy Archer. What a great trip. And I said, I've known Donald Adams a long time, way back, and good trip there on Seminole Wind. And like I said, ours got called off, but we're going to make it up in August. Speaking of Carabel, this had fallen off. This cooler was found on the beach of Dog Island. Had empty bait boxes. What happened? It fell out of the box. And you saw, that's a shark bite right there. That's a big shark. I mean, folks, that's a really big shark to bite into there. You don't, that's scary, really. And they were after bait. Speaking of sharks, this is at Cape San Blas. It's at Indian Pass. I'm going to show you during the fishing report where there's that one area right there, Indian Pass. If I had to go catch a shark, that's where I would go. There are more sharks there, I think, anywhere in Florida. I really believe that. I'm going to tell you why during the report. John Engler up there in North Georgia watches on YouTube. Good morning, Chester, from the North Georgia mountains. On your show, you were talking about the influx of snakes. Boom. We also are having more than usual here in the mountains. This one is a 47-inch long timber rattlesnake. It was the diameter of a Coke can. My neighbor killed it in his field. He almost stepped on it and never rattled. Well, enjoy your show. Keep up the good work. John, up there. But look at that, folks. Look how fat it is. A timber rattler. And, I'm going to disperse to them at my house, too. And along the same line, Michael Wicker. Michael well, a pygmy rattler. These are the ones that are tricky. They're so hard to see. This is in his backyard right there, and I think he disposed of it too. There's just, you don't want them around the yard. Okay? If y'all, we're talking about sturgeon this week. If you want to eat sturgeon, I looked up the nutrition chart, okay? you can eat it. I don't know who in the world would eat it, but the cholesterol, that second line, is 35%, so you have an excuse not to eat it. Too much cholesterol in it. But it's got a lot of protein. The bottom right-hand corner, 56% protein. I'm just one of these people on the nutrition charts. I love reading them. This is funny. This is on the University of Florida campus. Let me repeat, on the University of Florida campus. In fact, there it is right there. And see another one with them. Okay, so what happened? People started pulling off the side of the road, and the campus cops came, and they had, see, in the sheriff's office, they're trying to control the traffic. See the folks waiting right there in the center screen? They're taking pictures of them, and that's right there, really it's on campus because there's a sign you can't see, but I haven't been down there long enough. University of Florida, the blue signs right there. That's University of Florida stuff. So anyway, they're all over the place. They're going to college now. Okay, and watch what college did they pick? University of Florida. Okay. All right, here we go. Let's get ready for our drawing. Tarpon Dock Seafood. We've got some more stuff. I'm gonna pick it up next week. The winner of the $20 gift certificate. They're going to summer school in Florida too. That's interesting. From Parker, Sarah Taylor, $20 gift certificate. Tarpon Dock Seafood, and the Big Red Snapper is going to, all the way from Westville, Mary Cruz. Okay, that's the winners of that, and y'all go down and check it out. It's a good time of the year. We're getting ready. I'm gonna buy a bunch of shrimp from them next week, getting ready for July 4th, big cookout we have. So it's a good time of year to get some fresh seafood. Let's take a break. We'll come back with our famous Friday fishing forecast. Okay, welcome back. Let's tag on to what I said earlier on the famous Friday fishing forecast as we're getting into it. The area right there in Indian Pass, here it is right here. And the reason I've always had such speculation that this is the most sharky area, you have the Apalachicola Bay, and all this food is coming out of it. I've literally seen them suspended in the water with the tide coming out really strong. You know, from the boat ramp, I've seen them actually right in that area right there. They just, with their mouth open almost, they'll just sit there, and all the stuff coming out of there, they feed on it. So anyway, that's really just something I know a lot of people don't shark fish, but that's the second biggest shark I've seen was right there, and then the other was right there in St. Joe Bay. And by the way, scallop season coming up in Franklin County July 1, right around the corner, but it's not open in Gulf County. That'll be August the 16th, so we'll talk about that as time goes along. The chart I was looking at when I wrote everything down, I wrote down, here's what's biting, okay? We've got a north wind, the yellow flies are biting. We've got an east-west wind, the mosquitoes, and no wind, and no seals. I think you can identify with that. The big thing though, I want to go to Choctaw River. The big thing that really surprised me this week was the Spanish mackerel being caught over there in Choctaw Bay. That's really good. Also got some good reports from the 331 Bridge area. That's area right there. Here it is right here. They've been catching on the really nice catfish, and on the bridge they've been catching some redfish, some trout, and also some small mangroves. Mangroves have been really good. Now the seaside, I'm gonna just jump down. Let's go up the river first. Black Creek in that area has been really good with catfish and brim. So I've got some really good reports on the river of Choctaw River. And I got tickled last night. I was looking at seaside. These little coastal lakes. I'm gonna zoom in. Okay, right here. Okay, this is seaside. Okay, look at the. Can y'all see the population of the people? And go west, and thank goodness someone had a vision to get a state park right there in the middle of all that. Grayton Beach State Park. I love that area. And then look on the other side, on the west side of it, surrounded by. So our state park system, I'm immensely thankful for it. Okay, let's move on over here towards Southport. I did write down we want to fish in mornings. I don't have any reports on the Intercoastal Waterway. If anybody's catching anything on Intercoastal, let me know. I haven't gotten any reports. In Southport, the Lynn Haven Bridge has been good. Obviously, you just saw those pictures. Let's go to Kensaw Park here in Lynn Haven, A.L. Kensaw Park. This is a good area. You can launch your little kayak here, and just a little ballpark right there, but also a nice area. You can go swimming. There's some good red fishing up in here. This dock here, see, this is the old dock and old shipping dock back during the military days, and you can catch a lot of fish there. Okay. All right, let's move on over. I'm moving pretty fast. Let's go to Overstreet. Give me time to get way over here to Overstreet. I don't know if I find it. Watapo, Overstreet. Okay, Overstreet, going into East Bay. All right, here in the middle of the screen, we found it. Overstreet. Okay, I'm gonna zoom in on Overstreet. Got a nice little boat ramp right there. A lot of people don't know about it. You can put your boat in right here, and then go west, northwest, and you go right on into East Bay. And there's some really good fishing in this area around Allenton and Sandy Creek. And for you folks up in that, Jackson County, and all of y'all can come down and put in there at Overstreet. Really good places. I wrote down, and of course, coming on over to White City. We'll talk about White City a lot. You got a great boat landing there at White City and into the area here. The big thing, the moving over toward Apalachicola River, the East River, right here, Whiskey George Creek. I haven't talked about Whiskey George in a long time. Whiskey George Creek is right here, and the ramp is right here. There's a ramp there, but you can look it up. And anyway, Whiskey George this time of year is full of yellow flies. It's really tough fishing, but if you can get in, round down that creek and open up into the eastern part of Apalachicola Bay, really unique area that's just as primitive now as it was 100 or 1,000 years ago, really. Hadn't been logged or anything. So all those areas are good. Not much pressure. So I've got some good reports on river fishing. The trout this weekend. I know a lot of folks are putting out trout lines, bush hooks, and a lot of folks are still getting on the river banks of the upper Apalachicola, all the sandbars. They're getting out there, they're camping, they're swimming, they're catching catfish, and they're having cookouts. And all up and down the river, you'll see some folks with the shade and all on the sandbars, what I call the sandbar community, and it's really, really cool thing to see. I've covered most of the stuff. The big thing now is, again, like we'll talk about, fish early. I know sometimes the tide may not be right. This weekend the tide's not very strong at all. But the river's in great shape, the creeks are in great shape, the flies are in great shape because they've been chewing on a lot of people. So just, just put long sleeves on, wrap up, put a net up, whatever. You really want to go fishing. And you can't get out of them. But wind's been pretty strong as far as keeping them off in open water. Lake Seminole has been good. I didn't mention Lake Seminole. We have good reports. Billy Grantham has sent some information there. The catfish, early part of the week, I showed the pictures of fishing right there at Lake Seminole. So we've got a big weekend planned in the outdoors, so enjoy it. I don't know, the Bay Point's going on if you want to go out there. So it's a lot of people out there. But if you want to go see some big fish, it'll be a good time to go there. Got to wrap it up for the week. We appreciate your viewership. Thank you so much for watching our show. You do something good for someone else today. Have a great day, and God bless.
Thanks for watching America's only daily outdoor TV show, Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester, featuring hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.